and I've never slept in a room with a man. He said he wouldn't have sex with me. There were 2 beds in the room and we slept separately.
I didn't expect Xiaojing to get pregnant. It wasn't my plan. I just wanted to get the money.
On July 14, 2019, a police station in Wuhan City received an alarm call from a woman named Xiaojing, who said her boyfriend had been picked up by 3 plainclothes police officers on the street and she wanted to know what was going on.
There was no arrest task assigned at the place of the incident that day. The arrest process of the 3 plainclothes police made us confused. They did not show identification to Xiaojing, and the way they arrested people was not professional. With Small Static boyfriend on a civilian car, Small Static has been asking. They say nothing to drive her away.
The police did not find the identity information of Xiaojing's boyfriend. Guojun.
The police say Guojun's identity information may be fake.
Xiaojing can't answer many details about Guojun, only that it is her boyfriend. There are many suspicious places in their communication process. We preliminarily judge that this is a hoax.
27-year-old Xiaojing works in a tech company and has never been in love. At the urging of her family, she joins a local dating group.
Guojun added me as a friend, so I chatted with him casually.
During the chat, Xiaojing found that Guojun was talkative and also cared about himself, which made Xiaojing curious about him.
I don't want to talk to strangers for fear of embarrassment, but talking to him is not boring. His topics are very interesting.
After chatting online for 10 days, Guojun asked Xiaojing to meet him. The first time they met, Guojun made a good impression on Xiaojing.
He is not tall or handsome, but unlike strangers we meet for the first time, like knowing each other for a long time, he is very good at driving. The atmosphere and talking very interesting.
After the two watched the movie, Guojun asks to spend the night with Xiaojing in a hotel.
I've never stayed in a hotel before, and I've never slept in a room with a man. He said he wouldn't have sex with me. There were 2 beds in the room and we slept separately. When I said no, he kept pleading with me to.
Finally, Xiaojing agreed to Guojun's entreaty. Guojun says that he is no longer young and wants to marry Xiaojing.
He asked me if I have the idea of marriage. I said let it go. He asked when you can get married. I said anytime.
After one night in the hotel, the feelings between the two became very deep. A few days later, Guojun moved into the house rented by Xiaojing. Xiaojing feels that life during that time is just like a fairy tale. Every day when she comes home from work, there is a delicious meal waiting for her.
I have never gotten along with people like this before. He is very good at coaxing me to be happy.
Guojun says that his mother is doing business in Wuhan and wants to take Xiaojing to visit her.
His mother is a little reserved. She says that as long as Guojun and I get along well, she has no objection. If you want to get married, just tell her in advance, and she will make preparations.
Not long after, Xiaojing finds out she is pregnant, but Guojun's attitude is unexpected.
I didn't want to have a baby at such a young age. He wanted a baby very much. His attitude changed after he got pregnant.
Xiaojing went to the hospital for an abortion, and Guojun promised to meet Xiaojing's parents. Soon after, Guojun was arrested by 3 plainclothes policemen on the street. In the course of their relationship, Guo borrowed a total of 50,000 yuan from Xiaojing for various reasons. The police opened a case against Guo on suspicion of fraud.
Guojun, surnamed Wu, is from another city in Hubei province.
Xiaojing can't believe she's been cheated.
Xiaojing has always felt that Guojun loves her. She says Guojun treats me very well. I got pregnant for him and had a miscarriage.
However, this is not the first time Guojun has committed fraud.
The first woman is older and divorced. She sees through Wu's lies in time, and Wu runs away. The second woman, who, like Xiaojing, met Wu through a dating chat group and told her parents after being cheated of 25,000 yuan. Wu pretended to be taken away by the police and disappeared. The third was Xiaojing, who fell in deep and lasted for a longer time. Wu found that Xiaojing's money was borrowed, and could not cheat more money from her, so he was arrested by the police again. He targets older women from outside the city who want to fall in love and get married.
The police found Wu approaching other women.
It was not clear whether the 3 fake policemen were Wu's accomplices, but in order to stop the women from being swindled by Wu, Wu was arrested first.
In Wu's room, the police found his real ID card, fake ID card, marriage certificate, divorce certificate and other fraud props.
I used to be a chef. I lied to them that I was a Wuhan native, engaged in the building materials industry. And now I am single and want to get married. Xiaojing's father has been ill for a long time. Xiaojing lends money to her father to treat his illness.
Wu recruited a temporary worker from the internet for 100 yuan to pretend to be his mother.
He told me to stop talking and just agree with them.
After Xiaojing met Wu's mother, she trusted him more. Wu is ready to take the next step.
Wu texted me one night to say that he and two friends were having dinner when they bumped into a guy and he wouldn't forgive him, so he hit him with a beer bottle.
Wu said that the man was seriously injured and in the hospital. He needed 40,000 yuan to agree not to call the police. He needed 26,000 CNY.
I offered to lend him money and pay him back as soon as possible.
Xiaojing's father is in the hospital because of cerebral infarction. Xiaojing already owes 180,000 yuan. She gives 20,000 yuan cash to Wu, then she finds out she is pregnant. They go to the hospital for a checkup.
After the examination, Wu asked me to lend him 10,000 Chinese yuan and I withdrew the money and gave it to him.
Over the sudden arrival of this little life, Xiaojing and Wu have disagreements.
Xiaojing does not want to have an abortion, fearing that the abortion of the first child will affect her fertility in the future. She wants to have me and her child. I must persuade her to have an abortion. Otherwise she will be in trouble.
Wu thought of using his family to force Xiaojing to have an abortion. He hired the fake mother again to call Xiaojing.
Wu asked me to say that the elders of the family do not approve of unmarried pregnancy. Wu, next to his mother, snatches the phone and interrupts her to tell me, I don't care about these customs. He called again to comfort me, and I felt that Wu cared about me.
I didn't expect Xiaojing to get pregnant. It wasn't my plan. I just wanted to get the money.
After small static abortion, Wu said cousin marriage needs 20,000 yuan. Hope small static can lend him money.
I trust him so much that I lent him money again.
Wu also hired the 3 fake policemen from the internet.
He asked me if I could do a half-day job. I didn't know what it was. I did what he told me to do.
Wu was born into a poor family. In the second year of junior high school, he met a group of young people who were not doing their jobs and stopped studying.
Wu says that because of school violence, she lost her money and couldn't eat breakfast for a long time. Neither of his parents cared about him and often beat him.
The family found Wu a job as a kitchen, hoping that he would become a cook. But unexpectedly Wu committed a crime and went to prison in 2010.
In 2010, Wu was sentenced to 5 years in prison for robbery. He used to organize women to defraud men and then commit robberies.
After being released from prison, Wu decided to be a good man. He worked as a cook again, met his wife, and the two got married and had a child. A year later, Wu's father dies, leaving Wu with large debts to pay.
My mother takes care of my children, my wife works, and I make money to pay off my debts. I still have a gap of 50,000 to 60,000 CNY. My wife is nice, but we can't agree on a lot of things. She has never suffered. When I set up a stall in the night market, she has no patience to help me. I quarreled with others, and she stood at a distance without moving. It made me feel sad and unable to bear the difficulties together.
To relieve the pressure, Wu began to indulge in gambling games. He left his wife behind in his hometown and came to Wuhan to do some part-time work as a chef. But his income was not enough to pay off his gambling debts. He remembered his previous fraud activities, so he committed fraud against.
I want to win back the money I lost. I owe Xiaojing 50,000 CNY, and I'll pay her back more than 50,000 CNY when I get out of prison if it's possible. I have a bad conscience and I know that money can't make up for my wrong.
I feel very stupid. I have never met a bad person since childhood. How can there be such a person in the world, just be met by me? I hope I am the last victim, cannot let him continue to cheat others. Wu is a gang crime both times. Gang crime cannot be a passion crime. He must go through serious thinking. Everyone has a clear division of labor. It is a deliberate crime. He requires the result of crime to achieve their goals. He cheated Xiaojing's father of life-saving money, so that Xiaojing accidental pregnancy and miscarriage, he does not feel that he is at fault. But when small Jing said he wanted to give birth to their child, he felt it was wrong. He has no sense of right or wrong at all. Wu said he had to pay back the money. I think he said that in order to get his sentence reduced. He said twice that if it was possible, it was very unlikely that he would pay back the money.